Okay then, I just watched one for the books. Dick face. Dick face. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding about the dick face thing. When I was a teenager, me and my best friends, my absolute best friends, we used to talk to each other like that. Dick face. Stuff like that. I could mention more names, but hey man, if I mention too many of the other names, then people are gonna be like, hey, someone shut that video down! Someone shut that fucking video down. He said 4 or 5 goddamn words that are, I just can't handle it. Dick face. Alright then. I'm coming from Round Table Pizza here. Brazil just lost at home 7-1. 7-1. The one goal they got was during the stoppage time, after the 90th minute. Basically, you know, the referee keeps time for a little while because of injuries and, you know, other penalties or whatever the fuck, you know, certain stoppages. Brazil got a fucking goal during that period, dude. So it's about 3 o'clock right now, and I got a baseball game to go to. One of my nephews is playing for a championship in Redlands. Woo, that was a crazy fucking game, man. I don't watch too much soccer except for the World Cup, you know, usually stuff like that. The LA Galaxy, you know, I live in a suburb of LA here. Fontana, it's about an hour drive away from LA. Fucking the LA Galaxy's won a couple championships, I think. Since I've lived here my whole life. I don't watch a fucking LA Galaxy, dude, ever, for any reason, even in their championships. But I figure, what the fuck, man? What the fuck, right? Dick face. I'd love to call this one dick face, but I'm not gonna do it. Usually I'll tell people, alright, this is what I mean called antithesis, you know, right? Fucking some academic word. Because the marketers and the public and the whole thing, they can deal with those words. Dick face. You say a word like dick face too much, you're like, no, someone flag this video. Flag this video. Fucking, I've been counting. Oh, Ned Flanders, right? Sorry, Ned Flanders. Ned Flanders is over there fucking. This guy said this. Remember this episode of The Simpsons when Kim Brockman gets thrown off the air for saying an expletive because he poured hot coffee on his lap? Some fucking lunatics out there. He said dick face! Dick face! Right. You know, it's kind of funny. David Letterman. I noticed this besides David Letterman, but David Letterman during the 2000s, during this whole war on terror thing, he used to like to say death to America. Death to America. But he hold on, there's a cop over here. I'm gonna act normal. He is on the other side of the road, but I don't want to be talking to my dash. Right? David fucking Letterman, man. He's like, death to America. But it would always be after he talked about Bin Laden or some shit. Right? I have a strong theory on these racist terms. I have a strong theory, bro, because I've taken communications. I have an associate's in communications, right? Yeah, that's enough, bro. I fucking went to college for a fucking communications degree. It's a community college, but who cares, man? Come on, just give me a fucking smidgen. Just give me a smidgen of respect on this. Fucking David Letterman, he's like, death to America! Death to America, you know? But he'd be referencing Osama bin Laden, usually, or something. This is back 10 years ago during the war on terror and shit. My theory is that these people that are truly racist, you know? You get to pick what you, like on TMZ, you get to pick if one of those, if there's a hot bitch that was on Big Brother. Hot little blonde chick, can't remember her name. That was on Big Brother that said the N-word and she was making fun of Asians or something. You get to fucking filter who you promote out there. I think the people that like to say death to America or something like that, they have it already in them. And they're using Osama bin Laden or something as a fucking excuse so they could say it themselves. You see? There's a guy right next to me. He was stroking his chin. He didn't even have a goatee like I got. Death to America, stupid. Dick face. So that's a way you can still be politically correct, though. And still get to say the shit you want to say is a fucking theory here. I'm going to point this here for a few seconds, just to let you know the street I'm going down. This is Fontana, very much, you know. This used to be the Boondocks at the time, and they started developing shit all over the goddamn place out here. So, it's about 3:10. There's my dash clock. I don't know if you can see it. Fucking 7-1, man. No, you're not a dick face. You're not a dick face, and, you know, there's nothing fucking mean about the whole shit. They call this principle. You know? They call this principle, man. The principle is free speech, you know? And I've done this a long time ago. I swear to Jesus Christ, I've done this a long, long time ago, and I got thrown into fucking jail for this fucking law called terrorist threat, where they're telling me of the school I went to. By the way, one of the commencement speakers a few years ago, he's on goddamn YouTube. He's on goddamn fucking YouTube, dude. And he said Pitzer College, where I graduated from, that's the most politically correct place on the earth, dude. I was kind of part of it for a little while, you know, this political correctness. But the people I was around, man, dude, you're going way, 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 way too far with it. I understand the principle, man. Okay, let's see what we got here. We're at 7 minutes. Hey, man, when I was a 13-year-old guy popping my zits at a junior high school, I remember talking to my best friends. Hey, check out the tits on that girl. Okay? Alright? I was a normal kid just like everyone else. I understand. Okay? And what's a chicken say? Whatever the fucking the chick says, you know? Hey, there's a sugar daddy. Let's talk to him. He's a sugar daddy or some shit, you know? Because the girls want security. They want a guy with a lot of money. They want to marry their Prince Charming. And a guy want to fucking marry a chick with a good rack. You know? That chick has some nice tits on her. You know, that's what a 13-year-old kid would say. Before they train you to not say shit like that. Is there anything so fucking wrong about that? Eventually, I said, fuck that PC, you know, the politically correct shit. I'm like, hey, man, I want someone to call me a honky or something. I have blue eyes, by the way. My last name's Hispanic, so they might call me a beaner for my last name, right? Or a beaner honky for being both of the things. But I'd rather know who the fuck hates me, man, instead of someone fucking goddamn scheming and conspiring and shit behind my back. Right? Honky. Are you a honky? I'm just kidding, you're not a honky. You bottle the shit up and you wind up going postal and shit, stupid. Right? You're gonna fucking wind up borrowing your mom's shotgun and shooting people in public. Alright. Yeah, the World Cup was fun. And you're a dick face. Are you a dick face? If you're not a dick face, then fucking don't worry about it. This don't apply to you. Because this is for the general public. But I really want to say from the bottom of my heart that if you are a fucking dick face, I hope you enjoyed the World Cup. Dick face.